With Saskatchewan teachers taking job action tomorrow, a local cheerleading gym is hosting an event to help ease the pressures on parents. From crafting and tie-dye to movies and tumbling, Limitless Athletics is preparing to host their No School Day camp, a full-day camp meant to help parents deal with childcare troubles during the strike.
And it gives us another opportunity to get people through the door. And there's going to be parents out there that have to go to work and they need a place for their child to go. So we decided that we would run a day camp.
And if the teachers do strike in the future, the gym plans to hold similar events.
Absolutely. If the community is in need of a place for their child to go during the day, our facility will always be open.
You can sign up by calling 306-603-5387 or by visiting the Limitless Athletics website. It's time now for this week's Retrospect. Here's Ty Roswell.
We start our week on Retrospect in 1995, where it's Weedless Wednesday, and smokers are encouraged to take a day off from their habits.
It's only one day out of 1 week, so is Weedless Wednesday the day every smoker is encouraged to bud out, really making a difference?
I think it is, because people become more aware. There's more media attention.
It's 2:23. Good afternoon. I'm Troy Stevens. This is Weedless Wednesday, the day you're supposed to bud out for 1 day. It's kind of tough. Can you do it?
Arlene McDonald admits quitting smoking isn't easy. There's a lot of peer pressure for teens to start, and if they start at a young age, it's very hard to stop. She says that's where adults come in.
Role models such as sports athletes in the news, the health professionals who have quit smoking, the teachers who have quit smoking.
McDonald says it's also important businesses set an example, but she says they have to ask themselves some tough questions first.
Would people still come to your restaurant or shop in the mall if it was a completely smoke-free environment?
But it's a question one restaurant operator isn't too concerned with. Her restaurant has been smoke-free since it opened. Has she had any problems with clients who've wanted to smoke?
A couple people, but not very many. They'll come in smoking, but they'll bud out outside. So they're pretty accommodating.
Donald says she knows it's hard, but she says it can be done.
Well, it's like any journey. You take the first step, and that gets you on your way.
And in 1999, the Cattlemen's Corral kicks off here in the border city.
Cattlemen's Corral and Crop Visions 99 kicked off with a great start today. This trade show-based event has seen numbers of exhibitors rise steadily throughout the years, and 1999 is no exception.
First day's coming along pretty good, Lori. Our crowds come in decent. It's very well received at this point, and we're pleased.
The Lloydminster exhibition grounds are buzzing with activity. People have come to look at everything from farm equipment to handling systems, cattle and horses, and crop and seed displays. Many exhibitors come back year after year to display their product, and there's a reason for it. The traffic the show produces is good for marketing.
I think the biggest thing and the reason that we keep coming back is that same people come through year after year, and it's just touching base and making the same contacts. Plus, you've always have that new opportunity of new people involved in agriculture, new people that have changed their idea and might have some interest in your particular product.
And the show has seen steady growth throughout the years. What once started out as mostly cattle now has many aspects of the agricultural industry involved.
Well, we've made some changes to our program and made it a stronger day with the sessions and lots of trade show exhibits, and it's becoming a stronger event. It's a new way to market your agriculture products, and we're trying the cattle guys here with live displays, and that works fairly well.
Okay, I think the show has really come on really strong in the sense of just, we're standing in front of a tractor that's worth a lot of money that basically 8 or 10 years ago, whenever this particular show started, this same tractor wasn't on display at that, and so it's evolved in that sense. Like when you wander through the show, like you can look at some cattle products, you can look at livestock handling equipment, you can look at grain handling equipment. There's a lady down selling art or selling jackets or whatever. And that's really an interesting show, is that there's something for everybody at this particular show.
Tomorrow will be the second and final day of the show. A keynote speaker will talk on stress, as well as the Saskatchewan Pulse and Canola Growers regional meetings will be held. Cattlemen's Corral and Crop Visions will wrap up late in the afternoon with cattle handling demonstrations.
And that's it for this week in Retrospect.
Retrospect is brought to you by Webb's Machinery. Find New Holland products at Webb's Machinery, your dealer in Vermilion, Vegreville, Lamont, Wainwright, St. Paul, and Consulate.
And Abby St. John joins me now with our weather outlook. And Abby, do we see any relief in the near or long term?
Yes, actually, not this week. Maybe it gets a little bit warmer as we head into the weekend, and then next week it should be a lot warmer. We're looking at minus single digits again into next week. So that's always something nice to look forward to, and hopefully that sticks true and it doesn't get colder. But we are still under that extreme cold warning. We are at minus 25, feels closer to minus 30 with that wind chill. We are still under that warning in both provinces, so definitely keep caution about that. Vehicles aren't really running, and it's just very frigid temperature to be outside, so definitely if you're outside, bundle up, cover any exposed skin that you may have, and definitely protect yourself first and foremost. Current temperatures across the region, minus 25 out in Marwayne, Bonnyville, and Lac La Biche, 26 out in Cold Lake, 22 in St. Paul, 29 in Vegreville, 24 in Edmonton and Vermilion, 23 down in Provost, minus 27 in Wainwright. On the Saskatchewan side, minus 26 in Isle La Crosse, and in Macklin, minus 25 in Pierceland, Green Lake, Meadow Lake, and St. Walburg, and minus 28 out in Maidstone and in North Battleford. Overnight tonight in North Battleford, it will drop down to minus 37. Very cold out. It will be clear. That's about the biggest silver lining that I have. It will be extremely cold out, so definitely be cautious if you're going outside tonight. Tomorrow, daytime high of minus 21. Not as cold, but it still will feel cold with that wind chill, and predicted a very cloudy day out. Tomorrow, 15-kilometer-per-hour winds. Overnight tonight in Cold Lake will drop down to minus 33. Very, very cold. A little bit of cloud coverage throughout, and that wind will remain quite calm at 9 kilometers per hour. And then tomorrow, expect a very sunny day out. It shouldn't be as cold as it has been, but it still will feel quite cold with a daytime high of minus 18, 17-kilometer-per-hour winds. Overnight tonight here in Lloydminster will drop down to minus 30, mostly clear, but again, it will remain very cold. So definitely make sure your cars are plugged in and you're staying inside as much as possible with the nice heat. And then tomorrow, just to break down your day at 6 a.m., it will be minus 24, mostly clear skies, a little bit of cloud coverage. However, the clouds will start to pick up throughout the day. By noontime, midday will be minus 21, so it warms up just a tad. However, that wind will pick up to 22 kilometers per hour, so it will be quite cold tomorrow. And then 6 p.m., cloudy skies, minus 23, 26 kilometer per hour winds. And then by midnight, it will be minus 24 with a wind speed of 24 kilometers per hour. Over the next 3 days here in the border city, daytime high of minus 19, a low of minus 25 for tomorrow. And like I said, the wind will pick up as the day goes on. On Wednesday, very cloudy and very cold with a high of minus 21 and a low of minus 27. And on Thursday, it will be the same as Wednesday, cloudy day with a high of minus 21 and a low of minus 27 as well. That is a first look at your evening weather forecast. I'll have more overnight temperatures later on in the show.
The ASTEC Safety Challenge saw the world's best curlers come to Lloydminster for an elite triple knockout tournament, and it all came to a close on Championship Sunday. Our Thomas Wildman has a wrap on the event.
After a full 3 days of outstanding curling from the very best in the world, There were only 4 teams left standing in the ASTEC Safety Challenge. The favorite and #1 in the world, representing Italy, Joel Retornaz. 4th best in the world and representing Scotland, Bruce Moat. And ranked 9th and coming from just down south in Calgary, Kevin Cooey. And the underdog, ranked 12th in the world from Winnipeg, Reid Carruthers. The first semifinal was between Moat and Cooey. Cooey led with 2 steals in the first and the second end, and Moat struck back with a deuce in the third. Cooey then grabs a single in the fourth and then grabs 2 steals of 1 in the 5th and 6th ends. Moat would grab another deuce in the 7th, but Cooey would shut the Scots down in the final end to lead to a final steal of 1 to lead to a 6-4 victory, sending Cooey to the finals. Then we have Retornaz versus Carruthers. Carruthers would grab a single in the first end, but Retornaz would have control for a majority of the game, holding on to its 4-2 lead. Heading into the 6th, Team Carruthers decided to blank the 7th and head into the 8th with the hammer. Carruthers needed 2 to go into extras and 3 for the win. It was coming down to the final 3 rocks, and Carruthers only had 1 rock in the rings and 1 guard. The only way to get 3 points was to make a split, and skip Brad Jacobs made the miraculous shot. Retornaz then made a deep draw, and Jacobs had to hit the double takeout to win and head on to the final. With that miraculous shot, we then had our all-Canadian final. Kevin Cooey with hammer would blank the first end before getting a triple in the second. Carruthers would counter with a single. Cooey would then once again blank in the 4th and then score a double in the 5th end. Carruthers would get a deuce in the 6th, but Cooey would secure a single in the 7th. Carruthers needed a triple to send it to extras and 4 to win, and Cooey, just like in the semis, shut Carruthers down, leading to the handshakes and crowning Kevin Cooey alongside Tyler Tardy, Jacques Gauthier, and Carrick Martin as the first ever ASTEC Safety Challenge champions.
We had a great week, obviously, and today we just kind of made some good shots at the right time. You know, you always need a few misses too, and we got them at opportune times, and you know, we were kind of in control of both games today, so big win for our team.
As Team Cooey's crowned champion and the first ASTEC Safety Challenge comes to a close, the organizers are extremely happy with the weekend and are excited for next year.
Yeah, you're both tired and excited right now to start planning tomorrow morning or to start planning next Monday. But yeah, we've got great feedback, and that gives you momentum. We got to get the right date on the calendar to make sure we can have as rich a field. Having lesser field or not having the talent, not having the right spot in the calendar will decrement the tournament. We're not going to do that. We will make sure that we have the best players in the world here playing for the best amount of money.
Well, that will be a wrap for the first ever ASTEC Safety Challenge. Be sure to come back next year, as there's going to be even better curlers and even better curling action here in the border city. For Primetime Local News, I'm Thomas Wildman.
Now time for a look at all of the pet pictures you've been sending in for our Pets of the Day.
We want to see your pets. Send photos of your pet and their name to have them featured on Pet of the Day.
We are here with Canadian country superstar Matt Lang, who is known for songs like In a Bar and Water Down the Whiskey. Now we're here with Matt Lang to talk about his brand new release, All Night Longer, that is so catchy. And also, Matt, you're going on tour with Aaron Pritchett and Corey Marks for their Liquored Up tour. Now, before we talk about all those exciting things, how are you? How is your 2024 starting out?
Pretty good. I'm pretty good. You know, it's a brand new year, new stuff, new music. So yeah, yeah, it's really fun. I like it.
That's exciting. Are you guys getting the very cold temperatures that we're getting here in Western Alberta?
Right now it's snow. So we got 40 centimeters of snow yesterday, and also we're gonna have 40 centimeters for 2 more days. So it's yeah, it's and you know what? I enjoy that right now. So I like it.
Yeah, it's a little chilly out there, but it's nice to have a bit of a winter wonderland, isn't it? It's so perfect.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are going to be coming in hot to a lot of cities and towns for a couple of months with the Liquored Up tour. You're headed on the road with Corey Marks and with Aaron Perchette for this, and you're going to be stopping in Lloydminster on February 12th for one heck of a show. So, what kind of show are we going to be getting?
Oh, well, first of all, we're gonna have fun for sure. It's gonna be a huge party. If we call the tour Liquored Up, it's not for it's because it's gonna be fun. So yeah, it's we're gonna play I think 8 songs like each. So yeah, it's gonna be super fun. And again, a huge party.
Corey said it was going to be a huge party. So to say that we're excited is to say the absolute least. Everybody can get tickets for that show at the Vic Juba, the Liquored Up tour at vicjubatheater.ca. And you're also starting off your new year with a brand new song, All Night Longer. It was released on Friday, January 5th. And I love this song. It is such a catchy, feel good love song. Tell us
Thank
more
you.
about how it came to be.
Well, like the first time I heard that song, I was in Nashville with Danik, and he just like showed me that. I was like, oh, it's catchy. It's not. I love that song. So can we have that song? So they said for now it's on hold for another artist, like a American artist who's called I don't know that guy John Party, I think. So, anyways, to make a short story, I said yes because after that they said no. It's if you want that song, it's free for now. So I'm like, okay, let's go. So yeah, I really like that song, the hook, the guitar, and it's kind of modern and vintage in the same time. So that's why I love that song.
It's definitely got the twang to it, and it's just a good, catchy earworm. I know it's going to be in everybody's heads once they hear it. And that song is available wherever you buy, download, or stream your songs right now. And it's also going to be on your forthcoming album that's going to be coming out later in 2024. Are you able to tell us more about that?
Yeah, of course. So my next album is gonna be well, it's we're gonna release that in May, so May 9th. So yeah, it's gonna like for now we have almost well, we have 10 songs done. So yeah, it's I'm happy with that because the last one was 3 years and a half ago. So it's a long time, and it's and right now it's a little bit tough when I want to write some songs or I want to record some stuff because I'm always on tour. So yeah, but we're gonna be ready for May.
That is so exciting. Well, May cannot come soon enough. It's going to be a fabulous album. I just know it. Matt, thank you so much for spending a couple of minutes of your morning with me today. Is there anything else you want to mention or talk about?
Well, thanks for your time. I'm gonna say that. And you can get your tickets right now for the Liquored Up tour. So we're gonna have fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Furniture set and design supplied by Furniture Gallery, downtown Lloydminster.
I'm speaking with Constable Kelsey Davidge today with the Lloydminster RCMP. And Kelsey, I guess winter has finally hit us and it's hitting us pretty hard. We're talking about Operation Cold Start, something that the RCMP is doing right now. Can you fill me in on what initiatives you guys are undertaking during this cold snap?
For sure. As temperatures drop across the province and snow begins to fall, the Alberta RCMP once again are partnering with law enforcement partners across our province for Operation Cold Start. It will be running from January 8th to 12th, 2024. The whole kind of premise behind it is to work with the public to reduce theft of idling vehicles during these winter months.
All right, so Kelsey, do you still see officers that are out and about, still see a lot of people maybe taking some risks with their vehicles, leaving keys in them while they're running and that kind of thing?
Yes, we do. Unfortunately, a lot of our car thefts are related to either having the vehicle unlocked with those keys running, right? Warming up your vehicle briefly before a commute might seem very convenient, but it's a convenience that can turn into a serious problem if your vehicle is stolen, right? Vehicle-related crimes often occur during that time, right? When that vehicle is left unattended, unlocked with the keys in it idling.
Obviously, there are some circumstances where that's maybe not ideal. We've seen people have their kids taken in the back seat. You know, somebody jumps in the car and takes the vehicle, not noticing that there's a kid back there. There's all kinds of crazy things that can happen.
Yes, that is very true. We have had that where a child or maybe someone older or someone with a disability has been in the back of a car and again left unattended, or the keys idling with the keys inside, and that's then caused a bigger problem, right?
Just with regard to like if you're heading out, I grew up on a farm, and it was always take your snow pants with you, take some warm gloves, take a tube, that kind of thing. And I think people in the cities maybe are not as aware of that because you're a block away from help if something happens, right? Are those things that people should be keeping in mind as well?
100%. I would always recommend adding kind of a winter safety kit within to your vehicle, not only to utilize for yourself or your family, but if you happen to come across someone or you're traveling into a different city and you had to stop and help someone, you have that material that could maybe save someone's life. Some things that we would suggest including would be matches or a lighter, one of those quick heat blankets, obviously first aid related materials, a flashlight, even a small shovel. So if someone was to get stuck, or it could be utilized to get out of something if needed. Those are kind of some things that are just great to have within your vehicle. So if you ever do come across either someone in help or you need help yourself, you have those tools available to you within reach in your vehicle that can be utilized to help yourself out.
Okay, Kelsey, I think those are my only questions for you. Was there anything else on the Operation Safe Start or anything else that you would like to mention?
Sure. Vehicle theft doesn't only affect the vehicle owners, it has an overall impact on the greater community. Not only do thieves increase the cost of insurance across our province, but stolen vehicles can be utilized for further crime or even put on the kind of black market and sold to unsuspecting Albertans.
Well, Kelsey, I do appreciate your time today. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you. Have a good day.
And that is all we have for you this evening. Thanks for joining us. Stay warm and have a good night.